As an elementary principal, I have been very fortunate to be a part of the mentoring program on our campus. Actually, we've had the mentoring process working on our campus for about 3 years now, and we are seeing the real benefit of community outreach into our schools. First of all, we know how important mentoring a child is. We all know how important building positive relationships for kids is. But it's the how do you do it, the purpose in where we're going, and our process. And so that all really meshed together very well when we had a church adopt our school. And we felt like, gosh, how did we get so lucky? How were we the ones selected for this? And honestly, it was a real blessing. We had many adults who wanted to find a way to be more involved in school because they had children that were grown and they weren't totally connected to a school. And what better way to be connected than to be a mentor? So we initiated the relationship, first of all, by attending some of the meetings with mentors to explain to them what the background of our school was like and why is there a need. And no matter what your socioeconomic background is, every child needs a positive mentor in their life. And we are surrounded by a lot of wonderful people who want to give to kids. And the best thing you can give to kids is time and a listening ear. And so we really wanted to make sure that we were all on board with that together, and we felt like we were definitely on board together with that. So then we began the process of having teachers really look at some kids who they felt like would truly benefit from having another adult positive relationship in their life. So from that process, then our leadership team really evaluated some students who we felt like really could use that extra boost. And then we began a matching program where we had mentors and students, and who did we feel like would be the best match. And once we did that, it really gave the mentors that peace of mind of knowing that we have all different types of children. We have children who come from very solid homes. We have kids who come from broken homes. We also have kids who just need somebody in their life to just reassure them that grades and staying involved in school is really the most important thing to do. So once we did the matching process, we began just the mingling process. And that was a little nerve-wracking for not only the kids, but for the mentors as well. So we integrate our staff in doing that because our staff are also mentors to all the students on our campus. So the integration of staff, the leadership team, mentees, and mentors really became a really nice marriage, if you will. And from there, we began to really do an inventory of each child and the mentor, and they just sat and talked. You know, that's what kids need. They don't need to be quizzed. They don't need to be evaluated all the time. They just need someone to just sit and talk with them and play games and find out what their interests are. Some of our kids' interest was, with puzzles and making cards and building. And so that's what the mentors decided to do. They decided to take the interest of the child and grow it from there. So we decided to make sure the most important thing of the mentor is the consistency of them being there. And we often know that things come up and mentors may not be able to show up. So we established even a card system where if a mentor said, I can't make it this week, we didn't want the child to feel defeated that somebody wasn't coming to show up with them. So we decided to have a card system where a mentor would just drop a card. And do you know how special that made that kid feel? To know that somebody did care about them every week, whether they were physically present, they were there by giving them a card to say, hey, good week, we're going to catch up next week. So we started to see a change in our kids. When kids really develop that self-efficacy and they start building confidence, because not only does their family care about them and their school, but this stranger who's now become a really positive role model in my life does care about me, you see a change in kids. And that's where we see a change in the outcome of how their achievement is in schools. And not only do kids feel that positive impact, but guess what? Those mentors do as well. Do you know it got to the point where mentors did not want to miss a week? They rearranged their schedule to make sure that they were on campuses. The mentors became a part of our staff. And I think that was the best part. And when they become a part of your staff, they become a part of your family. And the church that we partnered up with, we just had begun to do so many things together on our campus. We celebrated student awards. We celebrated different opportunities with kids, and they became a part of volunteering beyond just their mentor, but they volunteered throughout the entire school. So the impact of what mentors do for public education kids is huge. And when you have parents year after year asking you, hey, are you still going to have that mentoring program on your campus? You know you're doing a right thing by reaching out to the community and bringing them in and asking them to be a part of building positive relationships. You know, the greatest goal that we can do for our students is helping them find a special spot in this world. And don't you know, a mentor is somebody who is a pivotal role in doing that for a child.